Everyone, Jorge Huertas once again with all of you. Today I'm going to show you what is and how to make a brand guideline book. Well, this is a tool that allows you to define the guidelines of a brand identity. It got the following characteristics. It is an essential tool to manage how a brand expresses itself through the elements and signs that allow consumers to recognize it. In this type of development, the rules has to be followed to achieve a consistent and uniform expression of corporate identity. Can be physical or digital and describe the uses of the set of identification elements and style criteria that have been defined for the brand. The main objective of this development is to guarantee the correct application of the logo and its symbolism and the coherence of its expression in all kinds of support, both graphic, physical, audiovisual, or interactive. Any product or service developed with any agile methodology must have a brand or develop one of their creation. Okay, so when we start developing a brand guideline book, the first thing that we do is define the format. You have two possibilities. You can develop something analog, which means that is printed, or you can do it digital. I'm gonna recommend you the things that I do. You can choose the way you want depending if you're gonna do it analog or digital. Okay, the first thing that we do is the format of the paper. You can use horizontal or vertical. However, if you're gonna develop your brand guideline book digital, remember that if you do it vertical, you will be losing almost half of the screen. So I strongly recommend to do it horizontal. If you're gonna do it analog, you can have coherence if you do it also horizontal. However, if you do it analog and it's vertical, it's really up to you. So when you're gonna print, you have to see how can you do it and how are you gonna print it. So the visibility, you can print front and back, or you can leave one page open. I strongly recommend to do front back, and all the pages will be printed. This is what I was talking about here in the format. When you do it vertical, if you do it like this, you're losing most of the screen with that development. So if you use it horizontal, you are using the whole format. The size, you can do it if you're gonna print it, you can use letter of half letter. Sometimes people use different kind of formats. It's really up of the identity that you want to show to your public. So that is very, very important. Also very important, the quality of the images. I strongly recommend to at least have 300 pp in each screen, and if you have HD as well, very important because that will allow you to have a better resolution. If you're gonna print your book, always try to find a place that is reliable, trying to find a nice paper according to the image that you want to support, and always remember to have a guidance on editorial design that will allow you to have a strong concept and show it properly. If you are doing it digital, it's also very important that you have a high quality PDF and also the GPAG images in high resolution as well. So you can have your brand book in both format, analog or digital. It's really up or what you want to show, but I strongly recommend to work it horizontal in a digital format. Okay, after that we have our cover, the cover of our book. It's very important that from the beginning you show the identity and how you want to be perceived by your customer. So here I'm gonna show you the brand guideline book of the channel here of Design Thinking 24/7. So it's very important. Also, you can put the version and the year when it was developed. Very important to have an index. In this index, you will know which are the specific sections of each development, in which pages are, and what are you going to find in each one of those. After that, if you want to, you can make an introduction about your project, what it is, where it come from, and what are the things that you want to support. The introduction, it doesn't have to be very long, but at least to show what is the idea that you have of your development. After that, we start making and analyzing the elements of construction. Here, the first thing that we do is see the preview. It's very important to understand that when someone said logotype, it means that is only text. When it's a imago type, it's image plus text. And sometimes you can make a urban version. In this case, we did it, that have a stamp and mural. These are like the guidelines to see where it come from, the images. Very important to understand what are the colors and in the proportion that we use it. There's something very important. Here we can see like the contrast that we have, that we want to be something that have a high contrast and it be fancy. Also the millimeters of the lines that we are using and the typography that we use. This part, the color and the typography, we're gonna specify it um, in some other pages. Okay, so here we show the concept and how we develop our image. So we took the brain, we took the idea and the thing, and we narrow it down in just one pictogram. Then we use the pencil. We want to show that we work in this 24/7. And here we make a lot of sketching. I didn't put it on the guideline because people here want to see just the final art, but this got a lot of sketching. And here we got the isotype, putting everything all together. The construction, what we want to show with this. So we got the brain, yes, that it means that we are thinking. We got this position because it shows movement, and also that is agile. Also, that is just not thinking but doing. It means the execution and you are making it happen. Everything that we do here is bold in our identity. The 24/7 means that we do it all the time, and these lines show the dynamism of everything, and everything is encapsulated. Here we also have the mesh, which is the way that we make all the proportion on our image. And here, this is the final art showing all the different elements that we use and that we want to show that everyone see what we are doing. So it's black and white because it's negative and positive. The length of the line is 0.5 millimeters. We have a strong influence of flat design, not just in our image, but in all the content that we develop. We sometimes use urban elements. We also want to see very relaxed, very casual. In everything that we do, we always have a strong influence of pictograms because that allows us to synthesize different actions. We also work in a solid line and we put everything together. It means that we join it. We also round all the borders because we want to be friendly and happy, and we make a composition that is well balanced. These are the correct uses of our brand identity and how can we use it in different contexts. Here are the safety areas in the proportion of our development. Here are the typographies that we choose for the development. So we got Futura BK. We use this for subtitle, text, videos, social media, promotional, and brand identity. We got a Futura MD, and we use it for titles, videos, social media, and promotionals. We use Borgen as well for subtitles and videos in some developments. We also got Museum 100. We use it for our coverage, the introduction, and sometimes we use it to support in some videos. This is the palette of color. It's very important because here we show the RGB and the CMYK, and also the variation that they got. We got a very flat design because that is one of our strong difference, but we also use red, black and white. These are the incorrect uses of our brand, so we want to focus on this. And here it's something very important because these are the applications of our brand identity, first in context and then in social media, in other development, promotion, infographic, banners, and many more. These are some developments that we make. We make a wall with the design thinking 24/7 stamp in a urban style. We also have developed stickers, but here you can put whatever you want. The limit is your imagination. The imagination that you got that allow you to create and put it in t-shirts, cars, banners, whatever you think is properly for your brand identity, you can put it on. This is the visual key because we also want to put this in different contexts that allow us to show all the creativity and all the construction that we make. So this is in social media for our Instagram account and Behance account. We have all the development. We made it in Spanish and now it's in English. And this is the summary, visual summary of all the development that we make and all the summary that we have just shown. As a conclusion, we can say that when we finish develop, the brand identity of the company should be followed by the guidelines here to find, which is what we just show here in this book. When an image update, corporate should be taken as a reference that what has previously been done. Also to know in which version is it, because sometimes for the development we make small changes, so it's very important that our guidelines got an update for that. Thank you so much. I hope this video will be a big help in all your development. Please subscribe to our channel, Design Thinking 24/7. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Thank you to all of you. We are the number design thinking channel and innovation channel in the whole YouTube universe. Thank you so much and we'll see you next time. Remember, every Monday a new video in Spanish, every Thursday a new video in English. Bye!